Ladies and gentlemen, and how are you all today? It's a beautiful day out here, and I hope you are having some marvelous time. I'm glad to be here today for another episode of Ibile Eko Panorama. I am Adelani Adinijadile, and I'm your host for the vlog. Like I said, the Ibile Eko Panorama is actually meant as a vehicle to determine that by the year 2023, no indigenous of Lagos State or resident will suffer any deprivation by being one. And it's in this regard that I've established series of educational talk shows to educate us about the need for us to really wake up. Today's episode is very unique, and I'm going to appeal to you, ladies and gentlemen, to hear me out, to have enough patience to understand where I'm coming from and what I intend to do. I have named this episode Ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń lọ ẹ bá wa kíyèsí, and the purpose is to draw your attention to issues that are germane, nǹkan tó kàn wá, kí a lè máa rí ọ̀rọ̀ sọ, ká lè sọ̀rọ̀ pẹ̀, ká lè wà wẹ́à nǹkan tó ṣe wá. And idea ni pé not to make our aware of what is happening to us, it's also to encourage your participation in the affairs of the state, for you as an indigene, for you as a resident. Okonwa. And it's of interest that everybody must be involved. Therefore, I'm appealing to everybody to please listen through this. I don't know how long it's going to be, but it's not going to be too long. I thought I should make it into two different series or serialize it, but I don't know yet. I'm going to have two parts actually. One is àwọn ògo Èkó nínú kọ́ máa pè yẹn. Ìkejì ni matters of concerns. So initially when I woke up this morning, I had a mixed feelings because basically I'm very keen sọ̀rọ̀ kan tó dùn mọ́ mi. Then ọ̀rọ̀ yìí jù mí náà tó jáde. So my break ẹ̀ ṣé àwọn èkó tí mo sọ yìí over the weekend, over the last few days, in my usual way of going around the state, I was in Ekwe, and I was a guest of Otumba T.J. Abbas, and I witnessed the Eco Club International Monuments, and I was very impressed by what I saw. I now said, let me come and talk about some organizations, some clubs, some associations in and out of Nigeria, in and out of the state, that they are really doing something to uplift the lives of the indigenes and the lives of the incidents. We need to recognize these people. Gbogbo ẹ̀ kọ́ ní ìjà. A fẹ́ káwọn èèyàn mọ̀ pé àwọn ọmọ Èkó náà, in spite of all the odds that we are facing, they are really making the efforts to make life better. Masolin, and I'm going to give kudos to one. The first club you come and saw, of course, is our dear Eco Club Sulere, which was founded in 1974. Morocco Modisoro Iri, Eco Club from Bishop Street to Sulere Eco Club Close. And I've talked about the monumental acceleration of the necessity in the social life of Lagos. I like to how they brought together Ogwameko. Out of necessity, they developed and achieved some cohesion, some unity. Since 1974, Eco Club had really grown. I want to put on record our appreciation for their motivational influence, the influences to tell us that our Meko are le ṣe jù báyìí lọ. That is why we making a light or Eco Club Leni. If you go there, you look at the edifices, don't put down there. Look at the caliber of people. Look at how they are provided an avenue for Ameko láti máa sọ̀rọ̀. I pray that other clubs in Ekpe, in Ikodu, Badagry will do the same and send to me so that we can talk about the achievements here. I give kudos to Eco Club for their motivational, for their pioneering activities in developing the interests of our people in their state, in their community. One more thing though, I do not have it on record yet. I may be wrong. But 12 years what Eco Club didn't say, because it's now time for Eco Club, how on in Jade, that might help the society, the community that made them. For whatever they are today, they should not forget that they are products of the Eco Society too. And they were given every opportunities to when they were young to develop. And there's nothing wrong in them giving back to society in forms of scholarships, in forms of renovation of schools, in forms of anything that they know that will alleviate the suffering of our people. We will appreciate to hear from them if they have done it. We will appreciate to know that they are planning to do it. I thank you, gentlemen, members of Eco Club Sulere, for what you are doing, but you can do better. The other club, Duduma Soleni, is a club that I'm also impressed by the activities. I will talk about Ekwakete, Houston, Texas. Like the name suggests, they are based in Houston, Texas, and they are actually who are ready to give back to the society what they got from the society. It's on record that they have an ongoing project with Mercy Hospital in Lagos. They have done marvelously there well. They have distributed exercise books to all the primary schools in Lagos Island. That was some years back. They have dug boreholes at St. Patrick Primary School. They have done exceedingly well also to bring life to the Lagos community. More pray every other club will copy what they are doing. Every other club, either in diaspora or at home, or either you are in Ekpe or Badagry, whatever, please, to take care of our interests. Similarly, I will talk about Eco Club International that was founded in sometime in 2000, and there's a group of Eco Clubs in Canada, UK, USA who got together and they found that there was a need for them to do something about Lagos. And I'm proud to say it, in the last 10 or over years, they have embarked on missions, medical missions, and they have offered free medical services around the state. In Ekwe was the last one they did. They've been to Isolo, they've been to Lagos Island, they've been to Badagry, they've been everywhere. Treating our people freely. They brought drugs, they brought medication, they brought everything. This is commendable. They have not even stopped at that. They have also done some work at the Mercy Hospital. My view is that I'm purposely bringing this out so that we can encourage other people to join them in making Lagos State a better place. Kudos to Eco Club International. And also, I will talk about Ades Paco Association. Ades Paco Association is founded, and wearing their car, by the way, it's founded by a young man, Adedeji Adebanwo, native born of Ekwe too. Actually grew up in Dakonde State, Isolo, Ejigbo, Kefa, and presently is in UK. And over the years that I know, in about 10 years now too, the gentleman through his foundation, had made lives meaningful to the people. It's on record that Ades Paco Foundation actually built a children's park in Dakonde State, Okefa. It gave AIDS during the COVID-19. They have been celebrating yearly Children's Day. They have supplied clothes, appliances, wheelchairs, name it, to the people of Okefa, Dakonde, on his own through his foundation. I also want to commend him on that. That is what I want to talk. Ades Paco, thank you for a job well done, and I hope other people will also stand up, rise up to develop and contribute to the Lagos State efforts to develop your people. I like also, I will not fail to mention the other group, Ibileko Summer Group, which was founded in 2021. And this group is employing intellectual approach to the Lagos question. They have organized summits, they are planning outreach, they are doing everything so that they will draw the consciousness of the governed and the governors to the plight of the Lagosians. We must give them every encouragement. My lead is what I have, and I'll be ready to receive other equally energetic indigenous groups that are doing wonders in their communities. I thank you all for all this. Let me digress a little, because there is best in Lagos too. When I was coming from Ekwe, Ninja Wednesday, on a horrible going from Lekki to Ekwe, and I decided, Lekki to Ekwe, by the way, was actually built, or, well, how was it built? By Elijah Jakonde. He opened up the axis. And there's a lot of work going on there now, no doubt. But I now said, let me come through a Itoikin, K2, Ikorodu, Agbowa, Imota. For your information, that area too was opened up by Brigadier Mobile Johnson, retired, now late. It was horrible. I'm not aware that there has been any improvement on that road since Brigadier Mobile Johnson did. I hope the so-called modernizers of Lagos will take note of this old road. The Ikodu-Shagamu road is not possible. You can't take it. And when I was able to manipulate my way. I got to, it was around 9 o'clock. I got to K2 bus stop, and my car broke down. I was late. Then I had with my friends in the car. We went to the garage to look for help. And we found ourselves in the midst of boys. They surrounded us. I was initially worried because that area has some bad reputation. Eventually, let me cut it long story short. This gentleman helped me push my car inside. They got me a mechanic, and that late. They helped me get this spare parts guy to open up. They repaired my car. But up to around 3 a.m. of the next day, I was in that K2 bus stop, Guan Motor Park, surrounded by these boys, but they were marvelous. No harassment, but we were conversing, we were chatting. That's it. Lagos is good. At 3 a.m., my car did not start. We now discovered that my fuel pump was bad. This is 3 a.m. in K2 in the motor park. No light, no nothing, and I was surrounded by these guys. It was now resolved that I have to go home. These guys helped me secure transportation back to where I am staying. That was 3 a.m. And I told them, is my car safe? He said, Baba, am I worried? I want him more pedigree, this and that nothing will happen to your car. I believe them. And I came home. The next day, the mechanic me. Nothing touched my car. The guys were there protecting my car, protecting that asset. So I'm aware, I want to badly. They are good ones, they need to be motivated. I want to thank specifically, there's a gentleman there, they call him Taufik. He's probably not hearing me. There is a Shola, there is Saka, there is Kaka. There are lots of them. Thank you guys. That's that. Let me now come to the main thing that is bothering me today, which I'm going to touch. And these are matters of concerns for me. And it should be a concern to Omeko Gongon. The first one I want to touch is this special. Look, gentlemen and ladies, I talk about Lagos. Because the state I grew up in is not what we're seeing now. And I remember that sometime in 76 or thereabout, General Murtala Mohammed thought it was necessary for us to have a special status for Lagos. He wrote it down. He said they would put it into the constitution, and Lagos, carrying the brunt of Nigeria, needed to be really recognized as a thing that they should be thanked for. The question I'm going to ask people, especially those who claim that they are the modernizers of Lagos State, or those who claim that they know Lagos State more than anybody, should come and tell us how far are they pursuing this issue of special status for Lagos State. We demand it. That's one. But I'm not talking too much today. I'm just going to start highlighting this thing. My second point is over losing our landmarks and our historical heritage, either technically or directly. I want to point about Apapa Ports, Nigerian Port Authority. It's our land, it's our property, it's our heritage. Since inception, no indigene of the state had ever been either a general manager or a managing director. The others are brothers from the north or from somewhere. Yeah? I think we deserve more. It's about resource control now. The co-asset to Aleko Jomino now. And everybody had benefited from this. And I don't know why we cannot gain something from it. I don't know why we cannot demand from it. People are making demands. Yes. Niger Deltas are making their own demands. Why can't we now make demands on some of our things that are abusing, that are getting from us free of charge? So I'm asking for Bombe and Wenyo, ni pé ẹ jẹ́ ká sọ̀rọ̀ yẹ ká discuss ọ̀rọ̀ yìí. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Canada lórí àwọn mẹ̀kún? That's one. Mo tún máa touch 1,004 buildings tó wà ní Victoria Land. Èkó ló donate ilẹ̀ fún wọn to federal government. They built it. Federal government have moved out. Who sold them? What is the gain of Ameko? Who is talking about them? Same thing with federal secretariat. Elowo Ilewani, we gave it to government, and there was a judgment in 2000 that every land on federal government in trust can low for this development is an high court judgment. So it revert back to the owners. But it's not happening in the state. It's so sad. Oh, there's sorrow. Oh, now there's something going on in federal party. I think the state government under Patola is really fighting it. And what's really happening? We can't continue to start losing our assets. Some of these things, I want our Meko in position, or those who can let them know, should point out to them that we are concerned about our heritage, our property, our landmark that we are losing. They are commercializing it. They are selling it, not to our people, but to outsiders. For how long ni our Meko ma jìyà nítorí ọ̀rọ̀ Nigeria? I don't know. And I'm being forced to this way. The Lagos State government should address us on this. And I want to talk about this now. There was a rumor that they were trying to sell, or there's a proposal to sell TBS. They want to use it to offset the budget or budget deficits. I bet it can be. On this over the Kurumona. The TBS is an historical national monument. It was there that Nigerian independence was celebrated. It was there that it was initially a race course. Yeah, and it is crown land. Ọba Èkó ló gbé fún àwọn èèyàn gbà lọ́wọ́ àwọn onírú or something like that. Pé kàn fi ṣe race course. And sometimes this is not the first attempt. Sometimes a few years back, when Fashola was governor of Lagos State, and they were mooching this idea, he said, no, it's not going to happen. They will not say, should not sell it. It's not going to be proper to sell it, to start selling our natural heritage, our patrimony to people, because they know we can't get there. We are more the turn of the destitute. Fashola said that at that time, as the state governor, he would resist everything to stop the sale of TBS. I want to ask Fashola today, since he's a member of the Federal Executive Council now, if he still feels the same way, that if you sell TBS to offset our budget deficits. It's just not right. It is just not right. Again, I refer to the High Court judgment of 2000 that says land should revert back to the indigenous. You know, it's so funny. Was on 2019 during elections. Tí Atiku sọ pé some national monuments, some national things, he will set them off. And he grouped himself to friends. They made fun of him now. And now coach later on bu party wa lele ko àwọn tó ń lead wa on wà láwọn tó ń bu Atiku. Now something like that is being mooted. It probably 30 BS. That's offset budget. Tí èmi àwọ̀ tá a mọ̀ pẹ́, but you know. And nobody is talking either from government or from the leadership that is very close to government. Tell the approach later, listen. And I don't think we should keep quiet about it. I'm at Paru, I'm at somewhere, and we'll call a press conference once we are sure that thing is actually happening, or that they're actually thinking of doing it. We will call a press conference and we'll state where we stand. I hope that by the time we invite you to attend the press conference, you'll be magnanimous enough to be there. Gbele, it is just not right. It's just not right for us to do this. Ẹ jẹ́ ká bára wa fa wàhálà yìí ká mọ owó tiwa ló jẹ́. It is a no. So gentlemen, that's the way I feel about that one. If we won't take it. It's a no for me or anybody. It shouldn't be no for everybody. So gentlemen, that's that. It is the movement, so I will open it up for options. So it's going to be a no for us to allow them to sell TBS, because it's unfortunate. Welcome, my wants to join the conversation. What else would they want from Lagosians? Sincerely, what else are we not sacrificed? What else? Did they want to cut our blood?
Egmont?
You're welcome.
I'm fine, Egmont. It's just on the issue of Lagos TBS, no better. I saw it as well, and I felt, as a typical Lagosian, we would not accept it. I remember sometimes in 2007, I met Governor Fashola. I went to his office. So there's a history to get in Batalosi archives. It was in 1832, for recreational purposes. I gave Governor Fashola that proof and everything. He got it, and he made a copy of that thing. We cannot sell anything to buy Jomo artifact, so something to do with Lagos. And what it says that T Oba that gave it to the government for recreational purposes, what polo, the British and the white people were using it so that they can use it for remuneration. Anything they don't want it again. They have to revert back to the people of Lagos. They gave it to them for recreational purposes. Yes. Is not a property of the federal government. And once, for certain reasons, Taba believe that, okay, you don't want that place again, it has to revert back to the ownership. So, Lagosians will need back. You cannot sell what does not belong.
Thank you, Ali. Yeah.
Okay, then. Okay, bro.
Thank you, Shevon.
Yes, I'm fine.
Hello. You all right? So thank you. I hope that we will be talking more on this, because it's actually a shock to me too. And I'm surprised that the same Fashola theory that you talked about, I don't know what his input is at the Federal Executive Council. And if such an idea is being mooted there, he ought to have told them this one. Now they are bringing it out. And we're not hearing anybody either from the state government or from the federal government or from talking.
I think I wouldn't blame anybody. Sherry, get involved in situations where and people will be saying it in a public view. I felt so peeved. You do not insult people's heritage. If you don't know something, you find out. There's histories there. History is always there. But key anybody ko jade ko sọ pé kò sí nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ ọmọ Èkó is an insult. It's a collective insult.
Yeah. It's an insult. Actually, I was going to refer. That would have been my next topic, because I came across a clip yesterday where the governor of Lagos State was telling us, calling us a clan. We're a clan in Lagos State. Lagos is bigger than that. It's an insult.
It is an insult.
And it's, I think that, I don't know. Yeah. So, don't bother me here, and I just pray that a time will come that our people will now wake up.
It's not about politics.
We're not playing
it is not about
now. Our soul.
You can't buy everybody. No, Tom, we all need money. But money is a very small thing in one's life. We are going to die. We're not taking the money anywhere.
Yeah.
But the generation.
Can you imagine what happened even? Look, I think if they have a survey of our assets, tell how we could lose. It's mind-boggling. And we're not talking. I saw, look, Lagos is no man's land. But somebody in government is also telling us the same thing. And we're taking it. So, I just pray that we'll renew the efforts of our Meko now and start talking more about it.
I felt insulted.
Like I said,
I was insulted. I felt really insulted. That is the passion Timothy feel. And I'm not going to blame anybody to make a statement there. In Tofa, or not Lofa, it is what brought us to where we are. How would you? I mean, people have every right in their states. People will come from different states into Lagos. They have a right, and it's open. That's fine. I have no problem with that one. But Iwato Jamaica, you do not have a right. I can imagine I want to get involved in it, but because certain people feel, I'm not going to mention them, for 10 years in my own state, my own father contributed for over 40 years, his life. I do not have a right. No, you see, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It cannot continue forever. I want the need like to sorrow. People need to get out and talk.
Thank you, Shegun.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Shegun. Thank you for joining me on this, and I hope people are listening. We will continue talking about it, and I will continue updating you and the public as to what we are doing. Today, there's a lot of concern. Since yesterday, you'll be surprised about nothing. Okay, are we going to take this line low? I don't know. It's over to everybody.
Okay.
So thank you very much for coming up. And God will bless you. And God will bless everybody listening to this program. I'm going to stop now so that we can digest it, think more about it, and make recommendations so that by the next time I will call you on air,
all right,
we will all work together. Thank you, Shegun. Thank you, everybody. Bye. I will see you there. Thank you. Bye, guys.